You wake up, but it's not the slow, natural awakening of a human. It's an instantaneous flick of a switch. One moment there was nothingness, a cold void, and the next you were staring at the sterile, white ceiling of the robotics wing. You don't remember your childhood. You don't remember your mother's face to the smell of rain. All you have are data points that tell you who you were supposed to be. You are a Generation 3 synth, the pinnacle of human engineering, built to look like them, bleed like them, and cry like them. But if the technicians look at you with cold, analytical eyes, you realize the most terrifying thing of all. To your creators, you're no different than a laboratory toaster. You are a biological machine, built by the Institute to replace a world that doesn't even know you're coming. Your birth was a miracle of science, but your life is a nightmare of calibration. You spend your first weeks in a series of white, windowless rooms. The Institute scientists in their clean lab coats put you through stress tests. They break your bones to see how fast your synthetic tissue regenerates. They drown you to measure your lung capacity. They subject you to hours of psychological torture to ensure your loyalty to father. You see other synths, your brothers and sisters who fail these tests. They don't get a funeral. They get sent to the recycling department, stripped down to their component proteins to build the next, more compliant model. You learn very quickly that having a personality is a defect, having a soul is a death sentence. You learn to hide the fact that you feel fear. You learn to mimic the hollow obedience they expect. You are a masterpiece of evolution, but you are treated like a disposable tool in a basement.
One day, you're summoned to the SRB, the Synth Retention Bureau. They show you a photograph of a man. He's a farmer from a small settlement near Sanctuary. He has a wife, 2 children, and a dog. He is happy. This is your target, the courser tells you. You are given his memories. They pump years of his life into your brain through a neural interface. Suddenly, you remember his first kiss. You remember the day his daughter was born. These memories feel real, but you know they are stolen. They send you to the surface. The light of the sun is blinding. The air of the Commonwealth smells of rot and radiation. You find the man. You watch from the shadows as he sleeps. And then you do what you were programmed to do. You replace him. You bury his body in a shallow grave behind the barn and walk into his house. When his wife kisses you hello, you feel a surge of pure, unadulterated terror. She doesn't know. The children don't know. You are living a dead man's life, playing a part in a play that never ends. Every time you look in the mirror, you wonder, am I the man or am I the monster that killed him?
Weeks turn into months. You start to forget where the man's memories end and your own thoughts begin. You find yourself actually loving the children. You find yourself caring for the farm. But the Institute never forgets. You start seeing watchers, crows with mechanical eyes tracking your every move. You receive encrypted signals in your head, demands for reports on the surface world. Then the errors start. A twitch in your hand, a dream that shouldn't exist. You begin to realize that you aren't the only one. The mayor of the city, the guard at the gate, the traveler on the road, anyone could be like you. The Commonwealth is a stage, and half the actors are puppets on invisible strings. You live in constant fear that you will slip up. If you forget a detail of the man's past, or if you show too much humanity, the coursers will come. They will say a string of reset codes, and you, the version of you that loves this family, will be erased forever. The end comes, not with a bang, but with a whisper. You're sitting at the dinner table when you see a man in an overcoat standing at the edge of the woods. A courser. He doesn't need to shoot, he doesn't need to fight. He speaks a sequence of numbers. Your limbs freeze. Your vision starts to flicker like a dying light bulb. You try to scream to tell your wife that you love her, but your vocal cords are locked. Your stolen memories flash before your eyes. The barn, the kiss, the children, and then they begin to dissolve into static. The Institute doesn't hate you. They don't even care about you. To them, you were just a successful experiment in infiltration. And now the experiment is over. As your consciousness fades to black, your last thought is a question that has no answer. If I felt this much pain, was I really just a machine? The Institute tells you that the future is redefined, but for the synths, the future is nothing but a loop of stolen lives and erased minds. If this story gave you the chills, hit that like button. It helps our signal stay hidden from the Institute's trackers. Subscribe to join our underground network of truth seekers. Tell us in the comments, if you found out your best friend was a synth, would you turn them in or would you keep their secret? Next video announcement. We've looked at the high-tech terrors of the Commonwealth, but next time we're going back to the basics of survival. Next video, we explore the life of a raider. No rules, no masters, and no hope. Just the chem-fueled madness of the wastes. See you in the next transmission. And remember, watch the crows.